What is the hardest task in the world? To think. A man of action forced into a state of thought is unhappy until he can get out of it. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Profundity of thought belongs to youth, clarity of thought to old age. One thought fills immensity. Courtesy, while you're thinking what to say, it saves time. In itself, a thought, a slumbering thought, is capable of years and curdles a long life into 1 hour. Thought is not a gift to man, but a laborious, precarious, and volatile acquisition. Thinking is the great enemy of perfection. The habit of profound reflection, I am compelled to say, is the most pernicious of all the habits formed by civilized man. We get into the habit of living before acquiring the habit of thinking. In that race which daily hastens us towards death, the body maintains its irreparable lead. I noticed that while I was trying to think everything false, it must needs be that I, who was thinking this, was something. The highest possible stage in moral culture is when we recognize that we ought to control our thoughts. I think, therefore I am. The whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking. If a man sits down to think, he is immediately asked if he has the headache. Intellect annuls fate. So far as a man thinks, he is free. Man is only a reed, the weakest in nature, but he is a thinking reed. To think is to act. I don't mind you thinking slowly. I mind your publishing faster than you think. Every man who has lived his life to the full should, by the time his senior years are reached, have established a reserved inventory of unfinished thinking. One cannot prevent people from thinking what they please. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. All thought is a feat of association. Having what's in front of you bring up something in your mind, what you almost didn't know you knew. Those that think must govern those that toil. We do not at present educate people to think, but rather to have opinions, and that is something altogether different. My thoughts are my company. I can bring them together, select them, detain them, dismiss them. The thoughts that come often unsought and as it were drop into the mind are commonly the most valuable of any we have. Most thinkers write badly because they communicate not only their thoughts but also the thinking of them. Thinking is the endeavor to capture reality by means of ideas. By space, the universe encompasses and swallows me up like an atom. By thought, I comprehend the world. Thought is essentially practical in the sense that, but for thought, no motion would be an action, no change, a progress. Nimble thought can jump both sea and land. The essence of thought, as the essence of life, is growth. His thinking does not produce smoke after the flame, but light after smoke. My thought is me, That's why I can't stop. I exist by what I think, and I can't prevent myself from thinking. Thinking is to me the greatest fatigue in the world. My thoughts are my prostitutes. Experience is the child of thought, and thought is the child of action. We cannot learn men from books. Original thought is like original sin. Both happened before you were born to people you could not possibly have met.